Hi, my name is Nicole Roberts. This is week 6 video lab of the digestive system. I wanted to do something a little different. I did want to use my book because it's a really good example and it definitely illustrates the processes, like both chemical and mechanical processes of the digestive system. So just before we get started, I just wanted to explain the function. So the function of the digestive system is to break down the foods that we eat, release the nutrients, and absorb the nutrients back into the body. Although the small intestine is a major part, which is right here, the small intestine is a major part of the digestive system. All of the organs kind of work in concert with one another to perform vital functions for the overall health of the human body. So the digestive system is comprised of several organs. The organs include the mouth, the pharynx, the esophagus, the stomach, which is right here, sorry, the stomach, and the small intestine, the large intestine, and then also it has accessory organs. The accessory organs include the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas, which is right here. It's the pancreas right there. Okay, so even though the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas are considered accessory organs, they're still extremely important and vital for the overall function of the digestive system. So I just wanted to illustrate how the digestive system actually works. I have my little hamburger here that I drew, so I have it right here, and hopefully it stays. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and explain how my hamburger would be digested into the human body. So first, the mouth would take in and ingest the hamburger. Okay, and then the mouth would start to chew up the hamburger and mix it around, and it starts the chemical breakdown of the carbohydrates, and then it moves the food into the pharynx, which is right here. Okay, and then the pharynx actually propels the food from the mouth to the esophagus, or this would be considered the oral cavity. The oral cavity to the esophagus, which is right here, and then in the esophagus, the food is then propelled into the stomach, which is right here. Okay, in the stomach, my hamburger would be mixed and churned with gastro juices to form something called chyme. And then it also starts the chemical breakdown of the proteins, and it releases food into the duodenum as chyme. And then the duodenum is actually the main entrance into the small intestine, and which would be right here. Okay, this would be the duodenum. Okay, and so the stomach also absorbs fat, soluble substances, also such as alcohol and aspirin. Okay, and then from the stomach, food is then propelled into the small intestine from the duodenum, which is right here, and this is the small intestine right here. And just as a side note, the difference between the small intestine and the large intestine is actually, while I was completing my reading, the small intestine is a lot larger in length than the large intestine, but the large intestine is longer in diameter. So that's the difference between the two intestines. But the food is then propelled into the small intestine, where the chyme is mixed with digestive juices, and the food starts to be digested and absorbed. In the small intestine, the food is broken down and carbs and proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids are all broken down along with vitamins, minerals, and water. And then the small intestine also does perform like physical digestion as well. Okay, so that is the small intestine. And then just naming the accessory organs again: the liver, the gallbladder, which is right here, and the pancreas. The liver produces bile salts. The gallbladder stores and releases the bile. So again, liver produces the bile salts. The gallbladder stores, concentrates, and releases the bile. And then the pancreas, which is right here, would produce digestive enzymes and bicarbonate. Okay, and then in the large intestine, which is right here, food is broken down in like residues, and it absorbs any water that's left over, electrolytes, vitamins, produce. So anything that is remaining from the chyme, the residue of the food, it tries to extract as much nutrients as it possibly can before it's propelled down into the rectum, and then food is eliminated through the anal canal. So that is the process of the digestive system. It does usually take about a day or two, 24 to 48 hours for food to be completely digested. But I do thank you so much for watching my video.